And with the Canadian election campaign underway, Prime Minister Carney and President Trump have yet to talk since he stepped into the new role. Host of Real Ag Radio, Shaun Haney, joins us now to share his thoughts on this. Shaun, so good to have you with us. So, any expectation for the two leaders to talk, even with the campaign underway?
Hey, great to be with you here this morning. So I think there is an expectation they will talk. Prime Minister Carney was asked about this yesterday on the campaign trail. And he really shows kind of I guess, a new level of patience. He did mention that he will have this conversation with President Trump on Canada's terms, that he wants sovereignty respected. Of course, we heard the U.S. ambassador to Canada recognize that Canada is a sovereign country. All of this stems around the idea and the concept that Canadians are, I would say, tired, fed up with the whole talk of the 51st state. There's no disputing the fact that Canada and the U.S. are very strong trading partners. And I think Canada's trying to move beyond this 51st state talk.
Right, I bet they are. So what is the level of concern, you think, in Canada regarding the April 2nd reciprocal tariffs?
Well, as you heard in that audio from Prime Minister Carney, it's kind of a wait and see approach. Just this week, it's only Tuesday, and we've heard the president potentially change the plan from where we were last week regarding next week's April 2nd reciprocal tariffs. The president has referred to it as Liberation Day for the U.S. There's supposedly a targeted 15 countries that have been mistreating the U.S. as the president likes to say. Canada is no doubt, because of the size of the trade deficit, will be on that list. That is the expectation. What the level of tariffs will be, that is still in dispute, and Canada kind of taking a little bit more of a let's just see what this looks like approach, which is a little bit different than they were doing previously.
Right, and of course, some tariffs have already been in effect. So how has this changed over the last few weeks?
Yeah, so you think Mexico has been a little bit more like, well, we'll just wait and see. We'll see what happens. Canada has been much more taking, the political route of, we're going to hit back, and we're going to hit back hard. And there's been a lot of debate in Canada whether or not that's the right strategy. Economically, maybe not smart to put on retaliatory tariffs, but politically, it can be a very good move. What we're seeing now is Canada just wait and see. Let's see what happens on April 2nd. Maybe the White House doesn't even know totally what they're going to be doing. How do they include things, even though Canada and the U.S. are not charging very high tariffs at all on each other for the most part? We're gonna have to wait and see which line codes they specifically target, things like dairy, for example, and how does that shake out and impact Canadian-U.S. trade overall before they react.
Right, and of course, some of those ag products, as you mentioned, caught right there in the middle. That's host of Real Ag Radio, Shaun Haney. Appreciate your time today. And this Real Ag Radio update is brought to you by Economics. You can go to nutrient-economics.com for the latest crop nutrition research and information. And you can catch Shaun on his show, Real Ag Radio, which airs at 4:30 p.m. Eastern weekdays on Rural Radio, Channel 147 on Sirius XM. And we will talk to him again tomorrow on Market Day Report.